Hey Woods fans, do you want to be gifted something from the item shop to your accounts? All you have to do is use code WOODS in the item shop, like the video, subscribe and put on all notifications, and head down to the comments and add a nice comment for the video and then add your epic username at the end. Good luck! Yo, what is going on everybody? My name is Woods, and in today's video guys, we're going to be going over the top 5 best tips that you guys need to learn and implement into your game to make sure that you're getting better at box fights and improving every day. As it's not a thing that box fights are now just in creative, they're also in public matches and arena, and you guys need to be making sure that you're on your top game and knowing all the best tips in the game. So I'd highly recommend you watch until the end of the video and get all top 5 tips down, because if one of the tips don't work out for you and you don't like them, you can always try out the other 4 and hopefully one of them will make you even more cracked than you already are, and you should be able to start winning your box fights, because hopefully by the end of today's video I'll making sure that everyone can leave here and they will be able to win every single box fight they take. So that's pretty much the main goal of the video, and I'd appreciate if you could if you're going to try out any of these tips I show in today's video, like the video, also comment if you find any of them useful, and make sure to subscribe if you are new guys, because we're trying to hit 100k on the channel. Alright, so the first tip guys is going to be a very easy and simple one, and it's just when you're inside of a box and anyone's coming up to your box to W key you and they have a better ping than you or whatever it is, and they somehow manage to get your wall. So most of the time you'll be standing on the stairs, and the best way to counter this is by flipping your stairs over so you can see them, and then heading to the back of the wall and then editing again normally, and you should phase through the stair. Now most of your enemies will not expect this, and if they do expect it then they won't even be able to see you, as it's super hard and you are very not visible. Then you can always pump them in the face and then go down and then spray them or whatever. We're going to do this in a bit of a faster pace right now, and as you can see it's very effective if you do it in a faster motion, so I guarantee it'll be very effective if you guys can learn that. However, we have some better tips coming up in the video, so stick around for that. But anyways, this is what it would look like for other people. As you can see, it's so hard to actually see the other person, and you can barely even expect it coming if they do it fast enough. So I'd highly suggest practicing that one on your list. But obviously this is not the problem guys. The problem is actually when you shoot enemies and they shoot you back, and you don't want to be taking that unnecessary damage, because a lot of people in arena nowadays or box fighting, whatever it is, they have good enough aim they will always be able to hit you back if you are in the open. So this next tip is going to be eliminating that factor, and hopefully will be able to get you guys so cracked that you'll be able to shoot people and not even take any damage back. So this next tip is going to be very useful for this. So what you're going to want to do is edit your walls in a Doritos type fashion. Now a lot of people already know this technique, however they don't actually use it to the full capability, and the way to actually fully use this is by going as far over left as possible and finding that sweet spot that you can just about get your reticle over the Dorito edit. However, you will barely even peek up guys, because a lot of people know about this but they don't actually use it properly how it's intended. So the best way to use this is by not being seen at all and being able to actually shoot people. As you can see, you can barely even see them, and it's ridiculous to hit them back if you are not expecting this, and you can do it in a fast pace. Now obviously not everyone can take walls just like this, because not everyone has great ping or they're on controller and they just suck at taking walls. So this next tip will be great for you guys to get in boxes and not have to worry about taking walls. So basically this next tip is going to be super useful for that. So what you guys want to do is, a lot of people do already know this, however I'm going to be teaching you a better version on how to actually get into people's boxes while using the ramp push, because you need to actually go ahead and expect people nowadays. They will expect you to shoot, they will expect you to do this. So if you can actually go ahead and counter them when they peek out and try and shoot you, the best way to do that is by editing a single ramp just like so, and then once you have the single ramp you can always peek them still with your shotgun before you do it, and then quickly run in and do it out when they do not expect it whatsoever. So I would suggest prepping the stair before you go ahead and enter in, do a bit of fighting, shoot them a little bit, and then once they forget the stair is there, the single stair, go and actually jump in the box. As you can see here, I'm on 0 ping, and this other person just jumped straight in my box, and it's so broken because you can't actually counter it no matter how good your ping is. So yeah, this exploit is kind of overpowered, and it's also kind of a tip. But this next tip is for anyone that is struggling and they're getting pushed by W keys and they just need a tiny bit of a break mid-fight, you know, and they just kind of need to back up, get themselves some space, and they can reevaluate the situation, guys, because it's a very important thing nowadays in box fights is to reevaluate the situation, because you can't beat every single player, and that's a fact. I can't beat every single player, and even the pros can't. So always you need to play to your strengths and weaknesses. Obviously you need to eliminate those. So by reevaluating the situation is always very good, and how to reevaluate the situation is to get out of that down box as soon as someone takes that pyramid, and the way to do that is by instantly placing a stair over yourself, turn around against the wall and place the stair above your head just like so. And once you have that stair above your head, you can actually counter people. You can either get out of the box, go reevaluate the situation, or you can go ahead and actually W key them from this, because you can go ahead and edit it on your face, and you should go ahead and get this yellow stair obviously, and then when it's the yellow stair it's invisible and you can go ahead and shoot them, and your head will only just about be peeking, so you'll be able to shoot them very easily. However, the best thing I would suggest, honestly, is just to get out of that box, because when they have a couple walls, you don't ever want to be in a box when people have your walls, as it's just a death trap. Even if you think you can out-aim them, you can't, guys. It's just a better thing just to get out of it and do this technique here. Grind on the floor and then place a stair above your head, just like so. And when you're about midway through the floor, and you should be able to place it above your head. And as you can see here, when I actually W keyed some kid right here, he places the stair above immediately, and I can't get his shot off, which would have been free if he hadn't done so already. And then now when he's getting away, he's already got so far away that now he could pull up a mini or a med kit, whatever he needs to do. He could do that instantly now, and I couldn't shoot him as he was running away because there's so many stairs, and if I did want to, it would be too many bullets I'd have to shoot to go through all the stairs to even hit him, and it wouldn't be worth it. But this next step is actually for everyone that cannot actually take walls with a pickaxe, because I've said a couple methods now that you can get into boxes. However, some of them require getting the walls first, and not everyone can take walls, because I usually can't even take a wall with a pickaxe, so I suck at it completely, especially on controller. I feel like it's a lot harder, so that's why this next technique will actually allow you to take walls if you can't take it with a pickaxe. Because a lot of you guys might not know this already, but when you obviously go ahead and pickaxe something, it takes a second for the pickaxe to swing, and then if you go ahead and try and build, it sometimes cancels the animation and you don't even hit the wall. So that's why we're going to be taking advantage of the shotgun feature, so you can go ahead and actually shoot the wall and immediately pull out your map and actually go ahead and hold the wall. Because a lot of you guys might not know how this would work. Obviously, in the time span of the bullets traveling to hit the wall, in that time space, you can actually pull out your map and get ready to hold the wall. So then it would be just like a 1v1, how it should be when you're holding against the wall. So that's why it's going to be very overpowered. Now, what I suggest is placing a pyramid outside the wall and spraying it and getting it very weak with your SMG first as you run up to the box. And then stand on your pyramid or behind it so you get some protection in case they go to edit out, and do you expect that? And then all you want to do is shoot your shotgun and hold down the RT button or the place button or whatever it is, the shoot button. And then after you've shot, immediately click the button to pull out your wall, and just keep hold of the fire button the whole time, because turbo build will kick in and you should be able to get that wall no problem. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much how you can get all those walls very easily if you couldn't do so before, as it's super necessary that you guys get yourselves walls. Because I don't know if you guys know, but if you've watched any of the top players, they all take walls and get into people's boxes and get free kills, because it leaves people stunned and they don't know what to do when you have their wall. They start panicking, and you need to eliminate that panic style, and if you can be the one applying that pressure, then you might be able to actually go ahead and get yourself some easy elims, guys. Alright guys, to end off the video, I just want to go over some mentalities that you guys need to listen to and make sure that you are following, because obviously you can never improve in Fortnite without having this mentality. And now that really is down to you actually thinking about the game and not actually just being an idiot and blaming everything on glitches or bugs. And you guys really need to think after every kill, really do think on how you've died and how you could have not died in that situation. Me and my duo like to always discuss after we die, saying how could we have won that fight. Usually it's because we were idiots and just jumped in some kid's box and didn't play it slow. So make sure that you are playing it slow, and one of these factors I like to actually go ahead and use is sometimes playing it super slow, that you just keep boxing up, and when people are W keying, you just keep moving it into other boxes and keep moving back and back and back until they think that you're an absolute pussy and you're not going to actually shoot them back, and they're going to think that you're never going to shoot back, so they just get bored and they start getting careless, and they eventually start to not even care about you, and they just keep trying to W key into your box. So keep going back and back and back, and then eventually shoot your shotgun and actually hit them with a nice pump, so peek out real quick, shoot them, and they will not be expecting it, I can guarantee you that. Then they'll put them in shock for a minute because they're thinking, hold up, I just got shot by this kid, how has that even happened? And they'll be super low most likely because if you hit a nice shot, and they'll be trying to mini, they'll be scrambling all over the place, and that is then when you can then W key them and use your ability to actually kill them. You can still obviously play it slow after that and still play it calm. However, once you go ahead and get them low, I would suggest trying to use that advantage while they're still shocked then to push them then and take advantage of it. But yeah guys, all I suggest in arena and box fighting and everything like that is just to take it slow, really think through your attack plans. So when you're actually running up to a kid, think how you're actually going to fight the kid. Think how am I going to go about this? Am I going to take his wall? Am I going to go from the top? Am I going to spray him out from the bottom? Or am I going to be like a maniac and just jump straight into his box? You could be like brain dead controller player if you want to. I'm not saying every controller player is brain dead. However, I can say that a lot of controller players do just like to jump in with a drum gun, and you can't deny that if you are on controller. It is very fun to aim assist kids when you do that. So do remember, if you are on controller or you are just looking at W key everyone, that is not always the solution, because most of the time you'll get pumped in the face and you'll be sitting there thinking, oh my god, that is so dumb, when in reality it's really not dumb. It's just you're the dumb player for just jumping into the box and not having a plan. So guys, make sure you're creating a plan when you do this. But yeah, make sure to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, and comment carrot if you made it to the end of the video. I want to see how many people actually made it here, and I'm going to be hearting some comments that actually did. Anyways guys, I love you all. Make sure to subscribe subscribe if you want to see some more tip videos in future. And yeah, guys, peace out.